show you how to make my cookie dough mug cake. It's really delicious and it has some interesting ingredients. So we're gonna get to that and I'll show you that. This music in the background is my study music because I am a lyric person. I don't remember anything ever. I can remember my workouts and I can remember lyrics. I couldn't even remember what I was gonna say. So I can remember lyrics. So when I listen to music, I cannot avoid listening to the lyrics. So I have to listen to classical or just instrumental music when I study, just to keep myself focused. And also I like to have the music on because, and usually I have headphones in too, because then it drowns out any like random background noise in the dorm, which can be a lot because when you live with girls, they're always screaming about something. Let's get to the cookie dough. First, let's get some light in here. The lighting in here is awful yellow, but that is part of dorm living. So I'm going to, first I'm gonna get my blender. I have a Vitamix blender. It's this baby. Also, flexing opportunity. Because who doesn't shoulder press their blender? Cannellini beans. Now, you can use garbanzo beans if you want, but I prefer cannellini because I feel like they have a little bit of smoother texture. The macros are a wash, really. Like most beans are about the same. So I use 130 grams, which is a serving, and it is, here's the macros, I'll just show you. Next, I will take baking powder, for extra rising volume, because even though I am on bulk, volume eating is the bomb. Then I will take coconut flour. I love coconut flour. It is a little bit high in fat and it does have some carbs in it, but it just has like a good flavor to it, like kind of sweet. I'm not a really big like coconut fan in general as far as the flavor of coconut and also the texture, but like coconut flour is just, it absorbs a lot of moisture, which is good because you can keep adding like water or milk, like almond milk or whatever you want to use to it in order to like volumize it even more. So you only need a little bit of it. I use like 7 grams, so not that much. In this recipe, it's almost more for just texture a little bit, but also for flavor because it has some natural sweetness. It just like gives like a fullness of flavor. Like if you watch the Food Network, it just like adds a level of complexity. So then I add this powdered peanut butter. I get this from Costco. Now, I was a die-hard PB2 fan. Like, I would eat PB2, the powder, with a spoon, okay? Peanut butter is an addiction, and if you don't understand it, then you can sit down. So, I would eat PB2 with a spoon, but when I tried this brand, changed my life. This is totally different than PB2. I mean, it's the same thing. It's still peanut powder that you can reconstitute, my nursey words, reconstitute to make into a peanut butter type thing. But it's sweeter, it's just richer. It doesn't taste like synthetic or like chemically or even just bland. It just has so much flavor. Okay, I also got eggs, and looks like that's it. Oh, and I got this. Now I do like Walden Farms. They've been out of that at Kroger, so I'm using this brand. It does have some carbs in it. It's still a lot of sugar, alcohols or whatever, so you can subtract the sugar alcohols from your total carbs. But in general, it's delicious, and this one's like butter flavor, so it's like, oh, I don't have to add, can't believe it's not butter spray. Again, don't have to. Doesn't mean I don't. Do you guys walk around with a spoon in your mouth when you're cooking? Because I feel like I'm constantly walking around my room with a spoon in my mouth. Like a toddler. I also add a little bit of stevia. You don't have to, but you are making cookie dough out of beans, so sweetness may be a good idea. A serving of this is 60 grams. I'm gonna add 30, and then I'll add 30 more on top once it's done. Okay, I will also add just like a dash of almond milk. Turned like 20 grams-ish. If I have to add more, I will. Just for texture mostly. The coconut flour absorbs a lot of water or fluid, so you can have that. Oh, and I almost forgot. Egg. Pray to Jesus that it is not a double yolk. By the way, after I posted that with the double yolk, not even kidding, like a couple of days later, another double yolk in my waffles. I'm not even kidding. It was horrible. And I feel like it's all those hormones and things they're putting in the chickens. Screwing me up. Swear, no regard for macros. This is what you're looking at. Doesn't that look delicious? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This and like beans and eggs to make you think dessert. I want to blend it up really well. You can't really overblend it, so I wouldn't worry about that. Next I got a bowl, pretty big one. Spray. Make sure it's in there good so you're not sticking. And then see this delicious goodness. Alright, you want to pour that in here. This is the texture you're looking for. kind of like a runny batter, kind of. It's thicker than you think. It's kind of like pancake batter. So I have 25 grams of chocolate chips, and I will actually put 5 grams in there and mix it up and cook it with those in it, and then when it's done cooking, I'll put them on top. So I'll show you how I do that in a minute. I'm just gonna put it in the microwave. About 3.5 minutes. It may only take 3. I usually will pull it after like 2.5 minutes, and then just like kind of like separate the spoon like around the edges just to make sure that the bottom can cook too. I'll show you. So we'll let that cook for a minute. Okay, so there's about a minute left. You can kind of see how the texture's changing. It's going to be more of like a cake, but there's still fluid on the bottom. So you can see. So I just kind of like go around. Ooh. And separate it.
I saw you looking.